Hi there! For those of you who don't know me, I'm Iris and I've been traveling the world while working as a software engineer for the past 2 years. I achieved this by working for a company that is fully remote, which means they have no office, but everyone works from their preferred working environment. That can be from home, from a co-working space, from coffee shops, and the employees are from all over the world. And they are either settled down in their home country and live there full time, or traveling anywhere in the world. So essentially, as long as you're able to attend your meetings and get your job done, you can be wherever you want to be. I have coworkers from all continents, and a lot of them are digital nomads. There's even one of them who used to live on a sailboat and worked from there in the Caribbean. I get so many messages from you guys asking how all of this works and if I can help you achieve the same. So I thought today is the perfect opportunity to answer some of these questions. Also, I see that a lot of you guys are not subscribed yet. What are you doing? The number one question I get asked almost every single day is, how can I do the same? Where can I find a job like this? I found my job online. There are websites for remote job posting specifically. My favorites, which are the ones that I also used for my job search, are weworkremotely.com, remoteok.com, and jobspresso.co. And they have really cool job offers for all types of careers. So even if you don't work in tech, I'm sure you'll find something that might interest you. I found my job on, I think it was We Work Remotely. Another question I get a lot is, can I get a job like this if I'm self-taught? I do have a bachelor's degree in software engineering. However, some people on my engineering team are self-taught, and I've also met a lot of self-taught developers while traveling, so it is definitely possible both ways. I am a graduate in software engineering, and I thought about being a digital nomad when I finished my degree. The thing that really puts me off is that I don't see myself traveling alone. If I ended up in a relationship in which we both had the opportunity to work remotely, I would totally go digital nomad, but I consider that this would be a stroke of luck. I know that a lot of people are hesitant for the same reasons. They don't want to travel alone, which is totally understandable. Trust me when I say though that once you step outside of your comfort zone and just start by yourself, you will meet so many amazing people along the way that you will most likely never be alone. It's very easy to make friends as a digital nomad because so many other people are traveling alone too. I actually talked about this in a recent video. It's called How to Solo Travel the Right Way. I'll leave a link to it in the description box so you can go check it out in case you have similar worries. And with relationships, it is the same deal. There are so many awesome people out there who are looking for exactly the same as you do. If you are not traveling, you're usually not surrounded by a lot of people who follow this lifestyle. And that's why it's hard or not likely that you will randomly fall in love with someone who can travel for work too. My point is, once you make the first move and start traveling, you will meet an abundance of people who have the same lifestyle. Does it get difficult working in different time zones? In the beginning, it took me a while to get used to the fact that my coworkers are in different time zones and not everyone is available right away. Especially when you start a new job and you don't have a lot of experience yet, and you're still in that phase where you depend on other people's help a lot, it can feel a little weird, but I'd say you get used to it very quickly. For me, if I get stuck, I just reach out to someone in my team who is also in my time zone. And since our developer team consists of, I would say, 18 people, most likely there's always someone around. But you know, sometimes if you're waiting for an answer from a specific person and they're in a different time zone, there's not much you can do about that. I generally have multiple tasks on my to-do list and I'll just work on something else in the meantime. But overall, I have to say, I love the fact that because everyone works asynchronically, you don't always have to be available. It's not like in a regular office where anyone can just knock at your door at any time and disrupt your focus. If I want to be super productive and be in the zone and code without any distractions, I'll literally just set myself to offline on Slack, pause all notifications, and come back online whenever I'm done. What happens to the daily and weekly meetings? In my case, everyone can set their own working hours and decide what time of the day they want to be working, so I don't have to adjust to other teammates in the US, for example. We do have weekly meetings with the whole team, but most developers are located in Europe, North America, or South America. So they set the meetings to a time that kind of fits everyone, which is late afternoon for Europe and morning for North and South America. Since you work remotely and worldwide, how do you manage your taxes? This is another question I get asked a lot. I have residency in Switzerland, which is where I pay my taxes. The company I currently work for is based in the US and they hired me as a contractor. To be able to do that, I had to set up my own company in Switzerland. And every month I send an invoice to the company in the US for the hours that I've worked for them. And then they will pay my Swiss company. It actually sounds more complicated than it is. If you're thinking about getting a remote job, I would recommend you talk to a tax advisor because almost every country has different rules. And they will be able to help you out with this and tell you exactly what you need to do. The first time you got your remote job, did you start traveling immediately or did you work from your home country first to get used to working remotely? The job I had before my remote job was technically a normal office job, but because of COVID, we were not allowed to go to the office. So I was working from home all the time, and this is how I got used to working remotely. I only ever saw my colleagues on video chat and never in person. Then after COVID, I got the completely remote job that I have now, and because of this, I was already used to working from home, so I started traveling, I would say, almost immediately. I recommend getting used to your new job in your home country first. It can be very stressful to start a new job and travel at the same time. Once you get used to it in your home country and you feel more confident in your job, it's a lot easier to start traveling additionally. Have you ever worked by a pool where you could jump in as a short little break? Yes, many times, and it's one of the reasons I love remote work. As long as you have good internet, any place can be your office. And I've worked from a few co-working spaces that have a swimming pool as well. Some final words of advice. I know this whole traveling the world while working remotely thing is such a far-fetched dream for many, but it's becoming more and more common. If this is something that interests you, I would say go look for job opportunities, apply for them, and just give it a go. You've got nothing to lose, and you never know, it might end up working out. At least that's how it happened for me. I just gave it a shot and somehow it worked out. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope this video answered some of your questions. If you have any other questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I hope you're having an amazing day and see you soon. Bye!